Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Really, really good to have you with us today for another one of our kind of bite-sized webinars. We're really excited about this one to be talking through it. So let's have a little look. Today, personalised emails, mastering recommendations for higher engagement. So this product, this set, we'll be talking a little bit about our tool Activate, led by me, Christian Tucker, account director for the Spotler Group. I will be talking through a few use cases, I'll show you the running order in a minute, and Ed North, who's one of our senior professional services consultants, and he'll be leading us through the bit that everybody wants to see, the demo. So again, we'll do that short use case summary, then we'll go straight into our demo of running things through. So let's have a little look at our use cases first. So first and foremost, this piece here, a lot of the webinars that we've done recently have been about web traffic and kind of that web conversation, inspiring people to engage on the site. This is the point where we've moved to kind of that one-to-one conversation. We have an email address and we're able to communicate with them. So one of the pieces that you can do there is commit a section of your email to a block, which will pull through products from your product set, which Ed will talk a little bit about shortly. And one of the things here is you can do persona marketing. So similar, serving products that similar personas like them go on to purchase. So with the Spotler Activate CDP, we're gathering information all the time. We're pulling that in based on what they're doing and so forth. You can use that at a one-to-one level. Alternatively, you can use that in a more group way. So kind of using it as the ability to say, instead of Ed North clicked on this, looked at this and bought this, you can look at the demographics of somebody like Ed and say, people like Ed did this and did this, and then serve up products that they haven't seen or might be interested in. So again, for this, what we're focusing on is the value add in the conversation, because we're not just saying, here's exactly what you spoke to us about, here's this thing that you've already seen. This is to expand the reach and the visibility of what they can see from your product set. Again, a nice stat here that actually clients are generating up to 20% more email revenue when using recommendations in email. So it's a really good thing to start to think about. It's also a fantastic way for you not to have to be hard coding individual items and choosing just those. Actually, you can serve it up. Different people will see different things, which obviously is a game changer for your creative teams and the people making it, whilst also showing something custom that drives engagement. The second one we're going to mention here is using the product not necessarily in a way that uses kind of data that's put together, kind of grouping of data, but actually creating product recommendations that use product sets. So actually you could find your top rated products and just recommend those. We've been getting great feedback about this product set and ones that have had more than 4.5 stars average review, for example, or the hot topic or viral product ranges. Either a product that you have has either gone viral or you have a product that connects to something that is currently out there. Again, you can use a product set to group that together and take control of exactly what is shown in that block. So again, this is taking it from the use of person data to saying, actually, I want it to be this. Some people are concerned about the control aspect of using blocks, but you can go either way on it. It's a really, really fantastic tool to be using. As shown by the stat there, the client click web increases up to 25% on the conversion rate when including any type of product personalization in email. So actually just having something in there that's a recommendation, driving it forward, it's great control for you of the creative, and it's a good way to be inspiring people to come onto the site and explore around a little bit more. Ed, those are our use cases. Would you mind walking us through a platform demo? I'll let you take over sharing the screen.
Of course, yeah. Give me 2 seconds, just share my screen. Cool, you should be able to see that all now. So yeah, thank you, Christian. So yeah, I'll just take you through how you can pull those recommendations into your emails So we're in the Spotler Mail Plus email platform at the moment. So what I need to do is just create a new message, come in here, pop in my standard stuff like message name, for example. So I'll put in a few example records there. I can just pull through and go through to the next page. I can pop in my subject line, just creating a standard email here. And then once I get to my builder, obviously you can build your weekly newsletter. It can be a triggered email. So as a result of them being on the website, this thing gets triggered. Whatever type of email you're building, you can still include those recommendations. So I'll choose a template for today's example, but likely you would have built your email already. So I come in here, click on OK. I'm going to load up this email here, and then I can simply just sort of drag this in to the content. So on the left-hand side, I've got my sort of elements that I can drag in, and there are a couple I want to sort of just explain today that relate to the product. So the first one is just simply a product block. So I can drag that in, click to add a product. This allows me to add in a static product. So the products get synced from your website. So this isn't going to be dynamic at all. This is just if you had like a product that's an offer that you want to push heavily, for example. So you might use this as in combination with a dynamic recommendation. But yeah, you can always pull through just a standard product. You can update the sort of the look and feel of that. You can resize it, remove the product description if you wanted to. But yeah, we can pull through a static product, which is quite useful sometimes. But obviously, just going over what Christian said, we want to pull through a dynamic product recommendation here. So if I use the recommendation option, if I drag that in, I can click to add a recommendation. And in here, I can select my system, and then I can then choose my product set that I basically created and activate. So if we go over to activate now and create that, so a product set is basically the logic behind the recommendation. So as Christian touched on, we can do one based on their individual behavior. So what have they been browsing, what have they been buying, and pull through products that we think that they might like based on that behavior. Or we can, as Christian said, just go through and just pull through items that are selling well at the moment. So in the last 7 days, which products have sold most? You can apply filters on top of these product sets. You might want to pull through items that are selling really well that are over a certain value, for example. Or if it's during Black Friday, sort of that's those couple of weeks, you could make sure that any products that are recommended are always going to be on offer because that's what your readers are looking for. So you can still sort of customize those product sets even if you are using default behavior like most viewed, for example, or most purchased. So if I come in here and add in my product set, I've got different logic that I can use here. So as I mentioned, we can do stuff based on the individual, or it can just be most sold, most viewed, for example. So if I pull through an item you may like, that's going to use the profile or the contacts and browsing behavior specifically. So it'll look at what products they've looked at recently, and it'll try and match that up with similar profiles and what they go ahead and actually go and look at and go to buy. So I can use that as my starting block here. I can set the number of products. So I might want to pull through 3 products into my email, so I can select 3 there. That'll then pull through 3 items into this product set. I can exclude recently recommended. So if they've been on the website and you've got recommendations from there, don't show them the same product in the email that you sent to them the day after they last visited the website, for example. I can increase or decrease the recency weight. So the products that they last browsed, how much of an impact should that play on the recommendation here? I can also exclude certain products. So you might have some products that you never wish to sort of recommend. So you can always exclude those, and also you can add in a fallback product set. So that's really important for this use case. So because I am sending this to potentially just my weekly newsletter, for example, I might not have all of my contacts that are subscribed to that newsletter. They might not have visited the website recently. So just in case I don't have that browsing behavior around that individual, we need to make sure we set a fallback product set. So in here, I might then just do most sold, for example, most in stock, most viewed, for example. So any of the sort of more generic product sets, I can then pull that through. And if we don't have that browsing behavior because they haven't been on the website for a long time, we can still show them something. So that's really important there. Below that, I can add in my filters. As I mentioned, I can add in additional filters like price must be over a certain value, for example, must be a certain category. Again, if it's Black Friday, Christmas, for example, you can push certain categories. So if they have browsed that category, let's use that as the one we use to sort of recommend those products. So you can always include those additional filters there. You can then save that product set. If I go back into product sets there, I'll just pull through the default one. So we've got the recommended for you, and then if we go to the next page, there we've got items you may like. So when you've built your product set, you can click on the little three dots there, grab the feed link, and it's just simply a case of copying that, going into Mail Plus, and then if I go and add in my recommendations, I can select activate there, and I can just paste in that URL. And then here, I can then set the number of items. So I might want to show 3 items as the example. Click on OK, and then now I can sort of change how these look and feel within the email. So at the moment, I've got it down to 1 item per row. Obviously, that's expanding the email quite a lot. So I might set it to be 3 instead. So they're going to go sort of stack side by side for that. And then you can see here these are dynamic values. So when the email gets sent out, we'll then look at that individual. We'll see what they've been looking at. We'll then pull through those recommendations, and then the title, description, price, image, the URL. That'll all be updated to those relevant products. You can always come in here and you can say, actually, for an email, I don't necessarily need the description. I just want to show the title, price, and the image, and then a link to view that product. So you can sort of add and remove certain bits from that recommendation. If there's additional product information that you hold, you can always pull that through as well. And then when you're ready, click on the little eye icon here. You can then preview that email there. That's then going to pull through those recommendations. So obviously the title is probably a little bit too big, so I can go in there, I can modify that title size, I can maybe add in the currency before the price there. So you can sort of, you can make those small changes that you need to just by very simply modifying that font size there. And then once you've done it once, you can always save this block. So once you've got the style sort of looking right for these recommendations, just save that as a block, and then next time you come and build an email, all you need to do is just go into your sort of your content here and then just drag in that recommendation. So you can very easily drag that in. If you wanted to, you could always go ahead and you can always update the product set URL there. So if you didn't want to push, recommended for you this week and just have more of a generic what's selling well this week, you can always update that. And also you could just save that as a different save component. So you can very easily just drag that in the future. And then, as I said, once the email gets pushed out the system, we'll then update these products to match that individual. If we don't hold that data for that contact, that's when we use that fallback product set to make sure that we can still show them at least something in the email. So as I said, you can use that for your sort of standard weekly newsletters, or also have it included in one of those emails that are triggered as a result of them abandoning their basket, for example, on the website. You might want to send them an email which contains what items they were looking at, and then below that, just some recommendations based on that individual product. So a few ways you can use those recommendations in your emails. That's it really for today's webinar. So I'll hand it back over to you, Christian, to finish the webinar.
Thank you. Fantastic. So thank you, Ed. That was really, really helpful. So next steps here. If you'd like to have a bit more of a demo of the tool, please let us know. So you can either, if you're a customer already, contact your account manager. Alternatively, if you're not yet a customer, do use contact@spotler.co.uk and we can get you a demo booked in right away. Otherwise, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to us today, and have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.